So today we're going to look at what the average cost per click is for a new Google Ads account. So the scenario is we want to run Google Ads, we haven't run them yet, and we're not sure how much we should spend per day and per month. And so the basic unit we want to discover is how much a click would cost in our industry. Different industries have different costs, and that is determined by the competitiveness of the industry. And so let's dive in and see how we do that. We will use the Keyword Planner. It's a tool within Google Ads. So you go to Tools. Sometimes this will be closed, so you need to click this little triangle and click on Keyword Planner. Once inside, I would choose this option, Discover New Keywords. And let's imagine we have a flower delivery service for the London area. So let's look at keywords like flower delivery London, right? And we can, because this is kind of a seed keywords, we can just start with one keyword and get results. Sometimes you would need more, but let's see what this single keyword will give us. So Google is thinking, it's kind of coming up with ideas, and in a second, yes, there we are. So we can see straight away that there's good volume for these keywords, a few thousands a month. The price ranges from just under £2 to over £4.50, but some of them go over £5 and reach over £6 here. So let's start looking through them quickly. So flower delivery London, yes, that's relevant. Flowers London, maybe not relevant because maybe that's like a brick and mortar florist, so not relevant. Same day, I mean, it could be relevant, but it's not relevant enough. Send flowers London, same day, next day, all of these seem good. Flower delivery London, UK, and then florist London, somebody looking for a florist, might not be delivery, might be something near them, and you can see that the price as well is a lot cheaper. So these ones are clearly online delivery services, whereas this is a brick and mortar. These are pushing the CPCs because they're more competitive. This one is probably for a brick and mortars in a specific area or competing for a specific area only, and also getting most of the customers walking through the door, so they're not as reliant on search, and so it's less competitive. Order flowers online London, again, we reach that close to £6 kind of range. So a few options. We can continue this and just add relevant keywords and then export them to a CSV or a Google Sheet, and there we can calculate what the average CPC would be. In this case, let's just do it by eye. So we know we're kind of just under £2 and to the £6 area. So let's say, I would say, estimate that it would be around the £3.50 or £4. I would like to think it's around £3.50 or £4. It's hard to say. In real life, it could be a little bit more, a little bit less. Also depends on how the account is managed. But let's say £3.50 to £4. We want the very minimum. We want 10 clicks per day to try out and see what Google can do for us. So the very, very minimum we want is 10 clicks per day, which would give us a spend of around £35 to £40 a day, and then times 30.4 days on average per month. So we are looking at around the I can't actually calculate what this is, but 900 is 30 times 30. So we're kind of looking around the 1,050 to I'd say 1,200 a month to start this out as a minimum. But it would probably be better if we can have around 2,500 to 3,500 so we can test and get data quicker. But we know that with around 1,200, we can probably get a decent enough volume to at least know what it's doing for us. So that would be my recommendation as the very minimum for this type of business, the very, very minimum to start checking it out. And then once you start running with it, you can discover that you can get away with cheaper CPCs, or you might discover that actually it's really tough and you need to push those CPCs up. But yeah, that's a good starting point, and you have to make some assumptions, and that kind of gives us the basis of how much this thing is going to cost us. All right, that is all for today. Give me a shout if you have any questions.